Saturday to you and welcome back to my channel. It's the start of the week for me, but my weekend has been very chilled out. I visited a local pub with some friends, and while we were walking there, we came across this beautiful carpet of bluebells in some woodland area. So beautiful and made me feel a little bit sad. I don't have outside space such as a garden or even a balcony, and it is a lovely hot day today, so it would be perfect. But I've got the windows shut because of the noise outside. I do have a fan going on, but back to being outside and not having any outdoor space. I suppose I appreciate it more when wandering through nature and coming across delightful sights such as that. I also made a cake yesterday, which I then forgot to film icing it, but I'll show you the final outcome. Very homemade looking, but it does taste good. The recipe is Delia Smith's all-in-one cake, and I'll put a link to that in the description box below. So that was my weekend, and it worked out very well last week with choosing my outfits for work and having them ready to go. So I'm going to do that again actually. I'm finding I'm not over consuming clothes by doing this, and I'm actually considering what's in my wardrobe. Hopefully this will just stop me overspending, especially when the weather is this nice. You think, oh, I'd love to buy some new summer clothes. I've got summer clothes. I've got loads of summer clothes. I don't need any more. So I'm going to take that into consideration when looking at my wardrobe. I know I've got my clothes there. I just need to find them, try them on, and know that they're there waiting for me. So let's go and do that now. So this is my outfit of the day. Just in my wide leg trousers, nice and loose and cool. Sorry about the noise. I do have the window open in here because it's just so warm. But yeah, that is my outfit of the day. Felt quite comfortable in this. Got my eyebrows done earlier. And right, let's sort out the wardrobe. So I'm just going to make a decision on what to wear for the rest of the week. Right, I think I've made my decision. So tomorrow I'm just going to be wearing white jeans with this high neck but sleeveless linen. It's very loose linen. I don't think I need anything over my shoulders, but if I do, I can always put my little white cardigan or a blazer maybe, but I think it's going to be too warm for all of that. Maybe walking up, because I'm early in the morning. I'll be leaving at like 7:30, so maybe a thin white cardigan or something. But yeah, so that's good for tomorrow. Thursday I'm going to go with this linen dress. This is from M&S. I think I bought it probably about 5 years ago now. I've got this one and I've got another one in like a beigey camel sort of colour, and I've just washed and worn them every summer since. They are so versatile and handy to have, especially for workwear, because they still look very smart on. And this will be my Friday's choice. Now I don't know if the weather is still going to be just as good, just as warm on Friday as it is at the moment. If so, this is perfect. If not, again, I could put a blazer over it. I could put it with tights. I could put it with a cardigan. So I could add layers to it, but I think if it's going to be this warm, they're saying it's going to get quite hot by Wednesday. At the moment, it's just like a perfect temperature. By Wednesday, they're expecting it to rise significantly. So yeah, hopefully I will stay nice and cool this week and still look relatively smart for work. So that's good to have all of that sorted. In book news, I haven't started Anne Radcliffe's Udolpho. In fact, it was a bit of a busy week last week, so I didn't do all that much reading. I started browsing through this book though, called Private Gardens. You can tell where my mind is. I think it's the lovely weather we've been having. It makes you want to spend time with nature and growing things. Anyway, this book actually belonged to my parents and I thought it just looked so lovely. It's the perfect coffee table book to have on display. So yes, I'm looking after it for now my mum. I've also been reading House of Plants by Caro, Langton and Rose Ray. This book is all about houseplants. I've been repotting a lot of my houseplants because one in particular is very unhappy and I just can't seem to do anything right by it. So I'm hoping this book will help or have some answers for me. I'm about a quarter of the way through it and really enjoying it. The other book I'm interested in reading this week is Botanic Garden by Ambra Edwards. I haven't looked at this one yet, but just again, I think it's like a coffee table book. It looks beautiful, so I'm really keen to look through that. So nothing heavy on the reads this week. I'm just trying to keep it a bit to a minimum and just to finish off a few other books that I'm nearing the end of. So I'll be keen to finish those and then start something new next week. And just something to add about the last two books I've just mentioned. They're both ebooks that I've downloaded from my local library. I cannot emphasize enough how important libraries are to the local community. So please, if you're lucky enough to have one nearby to you, please sign up. They offer so much more than just books. But if you love reading, then it's just a joy to have this catalogue of material at your fingertips. And I'm always worried that these are the first things that go when the economy is in dire straits. And reading is so important, not just for brain health, but mental health and conversations with strangers. If someone sees you reading a book, the first thing you ask is, are you enjoying that? And it's such an easy way to start conversations. So yes, please support your local libraries. Okay, it's close to lunchtime now, so I'm going to make myself some food and then I'm going to go and visit my mum. Hopefully we can sit outside and have a cup of tea together, which would be nice. So let's go and do that now. Yay, lunch. So I've just got a store-bought coated breaded chicken that I've cooked in the air fryer, a salad with some salad cream, and my book to read, which is on houseplants. So I'm going to enjoy my lunch, though I need cutlery, so I'll get that. Everything for today. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I hope you have a lovely weekend ahead and I will see you next week. Goodbye.